Yo, what's up everyone? Guitar Ray 417, and I'm here with my brand new Schecter Sunset here, 7 string. My first kind of official 7 string. Okay, not true. I had a 7 string. I had a black, Petrucci, but it just never really sounded right. But this is a 7 string I just got for my birthday. Thanks, mom and dad. Schecter Sunset. They call it Sunset. It also kind of comes in this kind of reddish burgundy color, but I got kind of the ghost color. It's got the humbuckers here. I've got the basically the active humbuckers. You can see the batteries in the back there. And trust me, it's real expensive when it goes out, but I could probably change it myself if I ever have to, but I change it in my bass. But anyways, it's got the active pickups in it. It's pretty much kind of like a Jim Root. All you need is one knob for volume. You don't need a tone knob. And you've got your 5-way selector switch here. You've got the bridge here from Schecter. I might put in an Evertune bridge later. Not right now. When I get some more money, might put an Evertune bridge. But so far, it stayed in tune pretty well. I've had it in drop F sharp, drop F. I just played a little bit of Era. And then I had it in drop E last night, and it played great. Stayed in tune pretty well. The strings. I want to talk about the strings, what I did. So obviously, anytime you get a new guitar, you should always put your own strings, set it up however you want to set it up. That's what my first guitar instructor taught me. And so I set it up I decided to try something different. So I actually went with a baritone set of strings. I went with a 1468 gauge, D'Addario 1468 baritone gauge. And so then for this high E string or whatever the standard tuning string is here, I went with just a 10 gauge right there. So a baritone 6 string baritone, and then I added an extra little 10 gauge, so I have a 7 string, right? But the low string here, the B or whatever the standard tuning is, it's going to be a 68. And it just barely fit. Let me tell you, we couldn't go any heavier. A 70 gauge, I don't think would have fit. So I think 68 is probably your best bet, unless you do some modifying here with the tuners. But obviously it has the locking tuners on it, so I'm not really trying to modify this too much because it's already come pretty, expensive. But the 68 works, and it sounds pretty good. So that's probably what I'm going to rock with the 7 string. I might try that with my Petrucci and see if it sounds any better, but I really like this. My only complaint, and I don't know why the hell Schecter did this, but look at this. Look what they put the freaking strap lock. Or what the hell is this, Schecter? That's my only complaint. All the other guitars, and this is my first Schecter, so Schecter might do this, but every other guitar I have always has the little, the strap connector, I call it the strap lock, whatever, is always at the top and at the bottom. Well, you can see they did it at the bottom, but for whatever reason, Schecter decided on this guitar to put it back here. And it's just so annoying because this has already come off and I've had to catch it so it doesn't fall to the ground. So obviously I'm going to have to get a strap lock and lock it in place so that doesn't come off while I'm performing. But that's my only complaint. I don't know why Schecter did that. And of course, it's my first Schecter, so I don't know. Somebody drop a comment and see, is that something that Schecter just does? I mean, it doesn't knock anything away from the guitar. It's still a great guitar. I love the inlay design right here. I love the color, the graphic, the selector switch, kind of that Jim Root style. You just need a volume knob. You don't need a whole bunch of tone knobs on here. Not really going to modify it. I might put an Evertune in there later, but that's my only complaint. It's just the darn strap lock there. But other than that, great guitar, great present for my birthday, and I'm looking forward to making some great music. And I'm really excited that I decided to go with that kind of gauge of string. The 64 gauge 1164 just wasn't cutting it. It didn't have that deep, crunchy tone that I was looking for, kind of that darker tone. But I slapped this 68 on here, and now it's giving me that tone that I want, going for kind of that Spirit Box and Era type of tone with the 7 string. So that was a pretty smart thing I did, adding just an extra high E or whatever that standard tuning string is. I guess it'd be a B down there. So, cool. And then the last thing I'll talk about there, this is what the Guitar Center guy showed me, is that they put the little truss rod adjustment thing right there, which makes it easier to, set it up the way that you want it to. I didn't get it set up. It felt pretty good. All I did was just get a restring done with the strings I wanted. So sweet. Looking forward to making some videos. I already made a video. Let's hear some of that tone. Sweet.